booktube, it's Janet, and here I am to do the book name tag. So my name's Janet. I'm not going to do my surname because there'll be hundreds of books because there's quite a few letters in that. All the books I've chosen are off my TBR shelf, so I've not read them yet. So the first one, I did struggle actually to find a book that actually began with J, but I did manage to find one to my surprise, and this was Jemrach's Menagerie by Carol Birch. And I'm kind of glad I've done this tag because I forgot I had this book, and reading the back of it, it sounds really good and it sounds like just my kind of thing. And it says, young Jaffy Brown never expects to escape the slums of Victorian London. Then, aged 8, a chance encounter with Mr. Jemrach changes Jaffy's stars, and before he knows it, he finds himself at the docks waving goodbye to his beloved Ishbel, and boarding a ship bound for the Indian Ocean. With his friend Tim at his side, Jaffy's journey will push faith, love and friendship to their utmost limits. So I love anything that's set in the Victorian era, and this is a beautiful cover and it sounds really good, and I'm sure I've heard really good things about this, so don't know why I've not got it to yet. I think sometimes I just stick things on the shelf and when I've tidied them away I forget about them. So I have gone for Apple Tree Yard by Louise Doughty. And this apparently is a thriller where there's it says Yvonne Carmichael has a high-flying career, a beautiful home and a good marriage, but when she meets a stranger she is drawn into a passionate affair. Keeping the two halves of her life separate seems easy at first, but she can't control what happens next. And so that sounds really good, and it's got quotes and recommendations on the back by Ian Rankin and Val McDermid, so that sounds like a really good thriller. So yeah, I quite like the sound of that one. The N, I have picked up a classic, and that is 1984 by George Orwell. I've not read this yet, and I know probably everybody in the world has read it, and I've got a rough idea of the story because it's such a famous book, but I've never actually read 1984, and I've had this again for ages and not read it, and I really should. So that's for the N. For the E is a new one I've got recently, and this is Eligible by Curtis Sittenfeld, and this is the next one in the Austen project where modern day successful authors are tasked with writing a modern version of Jane Austen's books, and this is a retelling of Pride and Prejudice, so that's that one. And then for T, I found a nice young adult, and I made a point of not going for a book that started with the, because that's a bit of a cop-out. So I actually found Throne of Glass by Sarah J Maas, and I know loads of people have read this, and so I believe it's a really brilliant, gripping series, and I've heard such great things about it that it's something I probably will want to get to quite soon. So that's my book name tag. I think this has been around for a little bit, so I won't tag anybody, but if you want to do it, go ahead and let me know and I'll watch what you do too. And I hope you enjoyed what I've put for my name. I was quite pleased that I was actually managed to find something for the J particularly, because that was quite difficult. And so let me know if you've read any of these and what you think of them, and I'll see you all soon. Keep reading. Bye!